When you think about it, Hollywood doesn't seem to allow celebs to age or gain weight, at least not without some scrutiny. So when a celeb seriously lets themselves go, they're at the mercy of the paparazzi and us. But before you start judging, let those who have never gained weight or aged cast the first stone. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris inspired a slew of jokes that indicated that he was pretty much superhuman. Even pop culture made references that his power lay inside his beard. But we've also forgotten that Norris is pretty old, and old age has definitely caught up with him. It probably doesn't help that he's not only shaved off his beard, but he might have hung up his time with the total gym. The guy is nearly 80, so we'll just chalk this up to Father Time's doing. Kelly Williams. You might remember Kelly Williams from her role as Laura on the hit show Family Matters. After the show was over, she dabbled in other acting work here and there. When the Family Matters cast had a reunion in 2017, people were shocked at how different Williams looked. To be fair, it's mainly weight gain, which isn't a bad thing. She got married in 2009 and seems to be enjoying life to the fullest. Who else is hoping for a Family Matters reboot? Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn has gone through an evolution of different looks, but they all end up working in his favor. When you think about it, regardless of whether he's been young and suave or sporting his best dad bod, he's always managed to get work in Hollywood. It seems these days he's gaining weight, losing weight, shaving his head, letting it grow back, he's flip-flopping on letting it go, pulling it back together, and so on. It's like a crazy merry-go-round. Yasmine Bleeth. Yasmine Bleeth was one of the hottest actresses in the business. Men wanted to be with her and women wanted to look just like her. She was the source of workouts, beauty tips, and even diet. Bleeth seemed to be the epitome of perfection. But her looks came with hard work, and it seems that she eventually wanted to just take a breather and relax, aka let herself go. Bleeth is pushing 50 these days and seems to be enjoying living her life. Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau has had an impressive acting career in TV and movies, but there was a time you could even call him a heartthrob, and he was pretty buff. But then he started gaining weight, and it seemed that he was more successful as a character actor. Since then, Favreau has gotten away with being a successful celebrity and not being required to have 8-pack abs. If we're going to say that Favreau let himself go, then maybe it was more of a career move than just chilling around the house all the time. Mischa Barton. Mischa Barton was one of the hottest actresses in the early 2000s, but as she became the new it girl at the young age of 17, Barton was dealing with a ton of pressure from Hollywood. Eventually, that pressure caught up with her after she was charged with a DUI and she went through a complete mental breakdown. What didn't help either was that she was getting body shamed because she gained a ton of weight. Even Barton admitted that she was never the right weight, but she's on the path of accepting herself. Barton might have let herself go, but it was a form of self-care. Mark Hamill. The world squealed with joy when it was announced that there would be another round of Star Wars movies. Seeing our favorites back on the big screen as they pass off the baton to a new generation of rebels and Jedi is enough to make any person go to Cloud 9. Mark Hamill became a Hollywood legend for his role as Luke Skywalker. After Star Wars, he found himself getting typecast in other roles and eventually moved on to voice acting. Hamill has been noted for his changing body and haggard looks. Some of it we can blame on old age, but considering he hasn't stopped working in decades, the man is allowed to be tired. Nicole Eggert. Nicole Eggert was probably the object of many crushes during the 80s and 90s, especially during her time on Baywatch. But as she's navigated through the maze of Hollywood, Eggert's definitely had some trials. She's appeared on Botch to fix some bad cosmetic surgery, and she's also had some weight gain over the years. Considering her physique was a big reason for her fame, you can imagine the surprise that followed when her body changed. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel has always been buff, and you wouldn't want to mess with him if you saw him in public. But when he stepped out in public in Miami in 2015, his rock-hard physique was gone. What happened? Diesel became the center of rumors and ridicule for his dad bod, but it was all for a good reason. While he was working on The Last Witch Hunter, he was told to let himself go for a bit because his character wouldn't have had access to a gym. Seems legit. Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz has always been known as one of the loveliest actresses in the business. Not only is she gorgeous, but her acting skills are top-notch. But when she started gaining some weight, people were wondering what was up. Cruz was actually pregnant during most of her weight gain rumors, so if letting go of herself means enjoying some extra calories for a growing baby, then that's the best way to do it. As most of us know with post-baby bodies, weight is gained and some things sag, but that's life. Thanks so much for joining us. What do you think of these celebs? Let us know down in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to check out all the new and exciting content